हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतये अम्बिकापतये उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः। ॐ नमो हिरण्यवाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतये अम्बिकापतये उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः। ॐ नमो हिरण्यवाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतये अम्बिकापतये उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः। ईशानः सर्वविद्यानां ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपति ब्रह्मणोऽधिपति ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो। ईशानः सर्वविद्यानां ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपति ब्रह्मणोऽधिपति ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो। ईशानः सर्वविद्यानां ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपति ब्रह्मणोऽधिपति ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो। पुरुषाय विद्महे वाग्विशुद्धाय धीमहि तन्नः शिवः प्रचोदयात्। महादेवाय विद्महे रुद्रमूर्तये धीमहि तन्नः शिवः प्रचोदयात्। नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय
Shanti's here. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Happy Monday. I told y'all I'd be back. I said I'd be back on Monday. And so I just wanted to come on here and today, listen, I'm an alchemist, right? So, and I'm a magician. And I've had folks talking crazy about me for years. And let me just say this. I had a man that was trying to insult me because my clothes are a little tattered. You know, my clothes are a little tattered. That's because I'm a mother. I make sacrifices for my children. So I may not have brand new everything, but my children, they do until they're able to support themselves. So the way it's supposed to go, especially when you're a single mom, you guys sacrifice so much. And even though you may walk around looking like you ain't taken care of, your children are taken care of. I had somebody degrading me and dissing me today for the clothes that I wear, right? But I just bought my grandbaby about $300 worth of clothes and spent hundreds of dollars on my children for their birthdays. I have three children. They all have birthdays at the beginning of the year. My youngest son turned 6 at the end of February. My oldest daughter turned 17. Okay. I'm not going to say when, mid-March. And then my middle child just turned 16. Okay. And so I still have children that I'm raising. And at the end of the day, I'm so busy taking care of them that I don't think about myself. Now, if we were living in the world that they say that we live in, usually typically a man is supposed to take care of the mother and then the mother take care of the children because, I do the best that I can. And this person was degrading me for being a hero. I got my daughter everything she wanted for her birthday. I got my other daughter everything she wanted for her birthday. I gave my son everything that he wanted for his birthday. And I have a fourth child that will be turning 19 this summer. Okay. And so I'm as a mother, and that's why I said single mothers come to the house of Yemajas because it's safe over here. You don't have to worry about that kind of judgment. And whenever a man does something like that, he's fallen very, very low, just to let y'all know. So I don't want anybody to judge me or trip off of the flying monkeys that other witches on YouTube have sent my way. Just to let y'all know that. This is a very loving atmosphere. We are very accepting. It doesn't matter if your shoes curl under or if they curl upwards, Doesn't matter if your titties is, long or short or flat, or if you have breast implants. Even though we don't recommend that. We don't recommend that at all. We recommend taking care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. And your body will follow. Your health will follow. So when you see a single mother who is doing for her children as well as her grandchild, you got to understand that it's going to be some stuff that that person is going to have to go without. And as a mother, I have went without a lot for my children. Um, I remember being so stressed out over money like 2 or 3 years ago, and I haven't had that money stress that other people do, especially my haters. They have a lot of money stresses, which is why they always want to call me broke, even though I'm the embodiment of Lakshmi. Okay, always, it doesn't matter what somebody says about me. The people that have gotten my spell work, the people that have gotten my money spells, the people that have gotten work through me, they know the deal, which is why I get a lot of referrals. And I want to thank all of y'all for that because, and so anyway, just like every other woman, if you've been held down like a slave and subservient to men your whole life, you may not have as much as those men may have. So you got to understand, especially when it's a chat full of men, and especially transgender men that you can tell that they're transgender, these men will want to have something to say about the woman that does all of the sacrificing. So if I've ever went without anything, it was because I sacrificed for my babies. I buy me a, shirt or pants here and there, but a majority of my money, everything that I have, I give to my babies. So this is a very loving and accepting place. Yeah, it's not about me once I have children. If you a man and you want to see me dressed nice, bring me a nice dress then. Until then, I'm Cinderella waiting on my prince. And it doesn't matter how old I am because, they want, oh, she's old. Oh. Come now. Seriously, that's so childish, man. I'm a woman. I'm not a man dressed up like a woman. I'm an actual real life walking and talking woman. And, when you have that kind of wisdom, people got a problem with you. When Yemaja takes you into her house to love you and to heal you, and then you throw it up in her face, and then you even talk about the children of Africa at the same time. I think that this man said something about what is that Time magazine? What's that magazine where they always showing all the beautiful women of Africa, and they just, they just butt naked and they just beautiful. You know what I'm saying? What is that magazine? It ain't Time in Life, National Geographic, So, those kind of sayings that, is kind of an insult to Mama Yemaja because, she's your mother. If you're living and breathing on this earth and in America, then Yemaja is more than likely your mother. So just to let you know that. And, she's made a lot of sacrifices for her children. Thank you, Nino Simpin Brown. She made a lot of sacrifices for her babies. And she heals people. And sometimes she even heals snakes. And when those snakes start feeling better, they attack her. But she's a healer. So they can throw daggers at me. They can throw crutches. They can throw their crutches, their daggers, their air machines, and all of their sicknesses and illnesses. But I'm going to heal because that's what Yemaja is. She's a healer. She's also mother to the ocean. She's the reason why you have water to drink. She's the reason why you don't dry up like a prune. She's the reason why I still look young. She's a beautiful woman, beautiful goddess. I don't even, I walk with Yemaja every single day, so I don't necessarily have to, stay on her like that, like some people, because I'm the embodiment of her. And then many other things, single moms come to Simpin's Casa. Oh, Nino Simpin Brown may be trolling. Well, whatever you want to say, hon. The bottom line is that you're going to be dealing with a different woman If you're going to date any of Yemajas' children, this is not going to be somebody that is, this is probably going to be somebody that prefers, you know, lace and you know, very natural materials, not a whole lot of bold colors and stuff. You know, this is going to be a woman that is true to herself. This is going to be a woman that is in her element. And a lot of people are not prepared for that. So, you know, that's why I say single moms, because I see single moms all the time. I see a lot of beautiful people that don't wear expensive clothes and shoes, you know. They are the people that, and they're not poor. They're not poor. Being poor is when you are completely destitute of anything that is human. That's when you're poor. That's when you've missed out. When you behave and you treat people in a very inhumane way, that's just the reality of it. And when you abuse Yemaja's children, she's going to make you feel it. Hello? Hey, Erica's Racky, bro. I actually can do for myself, unlike the people these women are quick to lie down for. More judgment. But anyway, I think I probably spend upwards to $1,000 to $1,500 per week on my children, and it should be more than that. Everything that I have goes to my children. So if you are a single mom and you're doing what you're supposed to do, then the man is supposed to come in and do for you. That's what a real man does. A real man doesn't do stuff like that. So y'all better know the difference. And when you expose a fraud for what they are, then you just sit back and go, exactly. Because other people are going to see that. And I've seen women throughout the years. I remember, I've always done that for some reason. Boy, I'll be walking around. I still got jeans from 30 years ago. I still got jeans and pants up there from 20-something years ago. And it's because I do for them before I do for myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's beautiful. That's the kind of woman that a man should be able to appreciate. Not somebody that's self-absorbed, not somebody that's self-involved. Now, I said I want a lake house. Sure, absolutely. That's not hard to get. That's something that I can get for myself. But, you know, when the right man comes along, he's going to buy me that lake house. That's what Yemajas say. And he's going to take you right over there to that lake. And trust and believe that having clothes ain't gonna mean nothing, because I'm gonna always be half naked. Hello? Because I might be a water sign, but I got fire. Okay. Hey, Erica's Wacky World. What's up, Charlize? So it's really just the reality of it when you're dealing with a mother, and everybody can see the sacrifice, because it was a test. What can you do right now for your child? Everything. I can do everything for my children. I always have. Exactly. And you know, I am a Cancer, so you know we like to be in the bed, and you know we like to be half dressed, okay? We like to, you know, and the older that I've gotten, the worse that I've gotten. And you know, a lot of men that appreciate a good woman, they love a woman that stays close to home, and that's Yemaja. So Yemaja has an instinct to stay close to home, which is why I never leave my son ever. I have a 6-year-old. I hardly, if I do leave him, it's just to go to the store and come right back. You don't never catch me going all off somewhere for 2, 3, 4 hours, or either the next day without my son. So, you know, and so, you know, these things that people dish you for as an alchemist, on the flip side, when you look at it, is really because of the sacrifice that you've made for your babies and for them to have what they need. And whatever you need as a woman, either you can get that stuff later when the kids leave home, because they're leaving home right now. They're all getting older and they're sort of being kind of pressured. And I told my kids, I said, don't be so pressured to grow up so quickly, because my 17-year-old been working for a while and my 16-year-old is looking for a job right now. And she's also in school. Both of my daughters have jobs. Well, my daughter is in school, the one that's living here with me, and the one that is not living here with me, she has a job and she goes to school. You know, and I'm proud of them. I'm proud of my family. I've went through years and years of struggle and sacrifice. I remember I had this old pair of tennis shoes and I wore them all the way up until my youngest was 1, until she was about 4 or 5 years old. And I didn't hardly go anywhere. I wasn't walking nowhere. So, you know, and it was because I was paying the bills. I was taking care of my babies. And you just don't stop to think about yourself. Every single day, my youngest daughter, she wants something. I give her whatever she wants. You know, and it's not because of the crazy stuff that they say. It's because that's my child. I've always been that way. And you know, when a man that can recognize that and say, you know what, I can see what you've been doing, sis. I'm gonna bring over a bag of new underwear for you. I'm gonna bring over a bag of groceries for you. This is a man that is committed. This is a good man. And y'all gonna test you. She is. And I do that quite often. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you my lover and you keep thinking about me, because I got lovers that have been thinking about me for 20 years straight. Now I got one, he just want to be back with me. That's all it is to it. I had 2 beautiful daughters with him. He just loves me. You know what I'm saying? He just, and you know, and but the rest of them, I was a lesson, and you got to learn that lesson as a man. You can be passing up a jewel. Because let me tell you something, as a woman, I don't want a man to just want me for my money. I want a man. Of course, we all know I can manifest very quickly. But I want a man to want me for me. I want him to look at me and to be able to recognize the woman that I am. And clothes ain't going to do that. Clothes don't do nothing. Because 9 times out of 10, you messing around with me, I'm going to have you take them clothes off, okay? I'm gonna be like, take them clothes off, put on a bathing suit, let's go swimming, let's go and run around in the rain. And you know, it's just who I am. I don't even like clothes. I'm not gonna wear a bunch of complicated outfits. In fact, I'm about to order a sewing machine and some fabric so I can make my own clothes. I don't like nothing that I see in the stores. So if you're a real man or a real person in that person's life, you're going to see and recognize that person and the sacrifice that they made. Well, you know what? Sure, I could go out and buy a couple of $1,000s worth of clothes, but I got kids that I got to think about. And what's wrong with that? I'm not ashamed of it. That's the only reason why in the world I would go without. And I wouldn't be nothing without my children. I wouldn't. I would be nothing without them. All of my children came at the perfect time in my life that they were supposed to come. There is no regrets. There was no mistake ever. And nobody can ever make Yemaya feel that way, or a mother. Yemaya is the mother. She's the one watching over like all of the babies and the children. She's the only reason why there's even water to drink on this earth. All of the oceans belong to Yemajas. And she's the reason why you ain't shriveled up. You know? I'm telling you, and Yemaya comes from within the woman's body, because the woman's body produces more water, which is why it makes our guts a little bit bigger. Ain't no woman supposed to be hollowed out and all tight down there with a big old booty coming out of the back. That ain't what a normal woman is shaped like. It's not. Yemaya has subtle curves. See, we've given up on subtlety. Subtlety is amazing. Okay. She has subtle curves. There's no, you know, and it's nothing wrong with whatever it is that you're doing with your body. I'm not saying that. Everybody has the right to do whatever they want to do with their body. But when it comes to body image, a man or a woman, for me, I see mothers out there all the time. I've been in the delivery room with mothers having babies. I've seen pregnant women. For some reason, I got all these bees and wasps. And so it's a child trying to come through, because I saw a pregnant woman today, pregnant with a girl too. So, you know, when a girl is coming into the world, that is very special, right? But when a man can recognize that and say, you know what? Don't even worry about this. I got this. And he ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. Because 9 times out of 10, if a man is degrading you, because you got receipts. I had this person saying that I was on welfare. I used my daughter's WIC checks. I got receipts for every gallon of milk that I done bought. I'm a woman. I'm supposed to have milk and eggs in my refrigerator. What the hell am I supposed to have? Am I supposed to be on a vegan diet, have my children on a vegan diet? I'm a little confused about that. What am I supposed to give my children? Fake milk? Am I supposed to give my children crap to eat? So sometimes when people are down in somebody, it's actually a compliment. That's a compliment, sis. Look, the more you sacrifice, the more of a compliment you get. Because to be honest with you, all that other material stuff, and see, listen, even as a mother, let me tell you something. Even when I have hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank, I'm still not going to go and spend it on somebody's label. And if I buy my children a label, I'm going to teach them the personal responsibility of loving themselves and to not want to just be accepted because you're wearing a label. Because there's a lot of people out there, they got about $5,000 worth of freaking clothes in their closet and they can't pay their bills and they don't have a house to live in. They keep transporting all these clothes around to different folks' house. So, you know, whenever I talk about money, I'm talking about real money. Money that you can spend on cars and shoes. That's fake money. I'm talking about money that you spend on your future. Money that you invest. Money that you invest in a house. When I get my house built, I want a filter on my water supply. I'm going to get builders to build in a filter so that we don't have to bathe in lead and what's that other stuff? Rat poison that they put in the water. I want it to come in pure. That's what you invest your money in. You don't invest your money in a bunch of clothes that really, to be honest with you, especially if you're going through any kind of weight changes, you're going to go up and down anyway. You know, women have a tendency to go through weight changes. Why? Because we have children. I'm really sick and tired of these men that run around here with fake women with prosthetics talking crazy. 9 times out of 10, if you see a woman with saggy boobs, it's because she breastfed. Okay, it's because it's because she's had a baby. And then some people are just shaped like that. Now flat, I don't know about that. That's stupid. Nobody's body is flat, and nobody has to prove that by showing their naked nude body to nobody. So, and again, we've got a lot of men out there, ladies, that they are focused on plastic bodies that are not real. But in the grand scheme of things, if you've had 4 or 5 children, you might have some stretch marks. You may have some extra skin on your hips or some extra skin on your stomach. You made the sacrifice for your children, didn't you? That's who I prefer. I prefer older women, single moms. 9 times out of 10, those older women or those single moms, they walked away from a negative situation, or either they got thrown away by a fool who was a fool and the hanged man. No woman should ever have to feel bad about her body. No woman should ever be made to feel bad about her body. And let me tell you something. As a woman, I like older men that have little stomachs on them. You know what I'm saying? Just like a little gut or whatever. That's sexy to me. What am I going to say to him? Oh, I hate you for what you look. No. Because 9 times out of 10, if a man got a gut, that represents his cortisol levels, which might be a little higher than normal because he may be worried about other things that other people ain't worried about. He might be worried about his family. He might be worried about his children more so than what his image is. So that shows that you love. Sometimes some of these men are trying to desperately recapture their youth, and it's just ridiculous. It makes no sense because your youth never leaves you. And we got, these older men degrading and dogging out older women, trying to compare them to some young woman who ain't got much sense, who can't do the same thing. And see, they find out very quickly that that younger woman, or that, that woman that they tried to get with, can't give you quite the same thing as a child of Yemajas. Hi, Linda. Hello. So I done seen a lot of women running around here. Boy, it just looked like their stomach got waves on it. That's your badge of honor. And people want to say, oh, go get a tummy tuck. Stop it. Stop it. So it's just the reality. I can show you receipts. I may not be dressed the best, but I can show you receipts where I just spent a bunch of money on my children. Are you going to call me stupid, or are you going to go to the store and buy me a dress? Which one you going to do as a man? Because as a woman, I know how to do that. If I feel, look, I've done that for my friends. I've done that for my female friends. I'm the best friend in the world for somebody. Because if I see a female that's going through that, I'll say, you know what, here, take this. You know what I'm saying? Just go get you something nice. Don't no real person do stuff like that. Just telling y'all what I know. And real recognize real. You got to be quick. You got to stop being scared of being yourself. If that's what you love, because I know I love it. I love older, mature women with stretch marks and stuff. I love it. I love every last one of y'all. So am I going to sit up here and say, oh, well, no, because you're beautiful. Regardless. Beauty is only skin deep. I'm telling you. What a lot of people consider to be beautiful is not what the real world considers to be beautiful. All of us real people out there, as a woman, no homo, but I can appreciate another woman before a half of these men can. And, you know, Yemajas says that there's going to be times where you might be a little lonely because you don't want to be that type of woman that's going to steal somebody's husband, because hell, a lot of the good men, they married already. Okay? But I'm gonna tell you something. It's folks that you can bring out of the blue. I'm telling you. You can produce a free man that don't have no attachments to him out of the blue. So quit thinking, oh, everybody this and everybody that. You don't know everybody yet. And you don't know who's going to love and respect you and appreciate you. And they're never going to reject your body. They're never going to ignore your body parts. They're going to love all over you. That is what you deserve as a woman, single mothers, because you did something that was nature, that was natural to you. You carried your children on your back and you did it. And I'm almost at the finish line. But I got a 6-year-old, so I still got the rest of my life to raise my children, and that is what I plan to do. Now, I don't know why everybody wants to be stuck on, oh, you want to go in. You know, let me tell you something, women. When you believe in yourself and when you love yourself and you see yourself is different, because I'll take nude photos. I'm not ashamed of my body at all. You see what I'm saying? You got to understand that when you love yourself and when you see how you see yourself, it's not about how other people see you. It's about how you see yourself. Yeah. My children's father is a surgeon, got married with a woman our kid's age. She had in vitro, had twins. He's 63. She's 41. Fuck him. I sacrifice for my kids. Yeah. Well, yeah, you know, you just got to move on. You know what I'm saying? Have you done that yet, Linda? Have you moved on? Because listen, single moms, I'm going to tell you something. The ignorant men that ain't good enough for us, they always screaming the loudest. But a good man is going to love your children, and it ain't got nothing to do with no perverted stuff. There are a lot of men out there that are not perverted, that will not hurt your children, that will not do anything to hurt your family, that will love your kids. There's a lot of men and women out there that are the same way. But everybody is stuck on this, you know, this superficiality, man. Stop it. People got to stop with all that. Because I'm going to tell you something. It's going to be a day coming very soon where you're going to want that. Because it's comfort and it's love and it's peace. And it's not a woman that's trying to compete with somebody that she claims is not better than her. So a lot of you men, if y'all learn better, you'll do better. Stop dealing with these petty women that their only form of self-esteem is being better or proving that they're better than a woman that they claim is not better than them. I can assure you that that woman is better in every way possible. And as soon as a lot of these men get to walking away from these, in my opinion, I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't even want to say that, but I'm just telling y'all that it's a lot of people out there that claim to be female, but they don't have the embodiment of a woman. And they're nothing like the woman, because the woman is very loving. She gives you unconditional love. You know, doesn't mean that she has to necessarily be with you if you don't have the energy that she's looking for. Money is energy. So you can be a man that's worth $1 million and maybe you ain't manifested all of that, but that doesn't mean that a woman is not going to love you. As long as you trying to improve yourself, you don't have nothing to worry about. Yeah. I know that's right, Linda. I know that's right. I'm single, just waiting while I wait. I'm loving my grandchildren myself. I know that's right. A lot of y'all older women that are my age and beyond, that stop listening to that. Stop listening to that. People that are fake, that are phony, that fake emotions, people that don't have the capability to love. They don't even have the capability to love these false people that they're dealing with. So, you know what? I may not have, but what do I deserve? I deserve a big old closet, walk-in closet with a bunch of handmade clothes, made by the best people. I don't want to wear no labels. I want to wear some clothes. Man, if you gonna take me shopping, let's go on Etsy. I don't want none of that crap they sell in these department stores. So a man got to know who you are anyway. Oh, I saw this on Etsy. If a man did that to me, I would just be in love. Oh, I saw this on Etsy. This would look good on you. Well, I just bought the kids a bunch of stuff. You know what? Don't even worry about it. I got it. Because I want to see you in that. So that is what a man does. A man doesn't run around here like a coward and, talk about you, make fun of you. Because a lot of times as a woman, I could go out and buy several brand new outfits right now. So I don't necessarily feel the need to do that because, like I said, I want to get into sewing clothes. I want to get me a sewing machine and I want to start sewing my own clothes. And, not this stuff that they wear. The fashion is like, yeah. Some stuff I like. I'll see some stuff that I like. Like I saw this green wedding dress that I like. I'm just different. Even though it would be my first time getting married, I would still wear a green wedding dress. And it's one of them. It's called, I think it's like a fairy wedding dress. They make it for people that are not into mainstream crap. So, I'm sorry, I can't help but look at my body every single day and think that it's beautiful. I can't feel bad about myself. And let me tell you something, single mom. I done seen a lot of young women jealous of my post-pregnancy body. Y'all notice that? They be jealous of your post-pregnancy body. Okay. you know, if I'm not better than you, or if you're better than another woman, then why do you have to keep saying it over and over again? Who are you trying to convince? So you can believe, hey, you best believe that it's all love. It's all love when it comes down to it. And even though I don't like having haters, like I don't like hateful situations and shit, and I really don't like arguing. I remember, I used to argue so much when I was younger. My family would say, you should have been an attorney or something. You just love to argue. And then now I'm doing court cases for people. So I just do it in my own way. I see stuff from when I was a child. They think it's new. Yeah. A lot of times people that manifest, they can manifest your subconscious, which is a way of telling you to appreciate yourself more. Because, one of my spirits popped up and said, wait a minute. You sacrifice every freaking day for your children. That's what the great mother said, which is Yemajas. That's her story, and she's sticking with it. When I buy my house by the lake, I'm going to throw on some cargo pants and a t-shirt and maybe some flip-flops and go get out in nature. That's what kind of woman I am. I really ain't the type of woman to, get dressed. And I'll get dressed up to go to a bonfire or something. I'm not really into large crowds either. Just who I am. I'm not trying to put on nice clothes and so I can go out and impress a bunch of people that really, none of those people are looking for artificial clothing. A lot of those people are really looking for what's real. Okay. Yeah, man. You know, if I saw my mother, you know, sacrificing, and my daughter would tell me, she'd be like, Mama, let's go shopping. Let's get you some new clothes and da da da. Because I did just lose about 20 pounds. Let's go shopping. Let's do this. Let's do that. And I, you know, I'm just not in that place because, you know, that's just like I wanted to start making my own candles. I want to make my own clothes as well. So I ain't saying that I got a clothing line coming out. That's not what I'm saying. But I like things like that. You know, I really do. And I'd like to have more energy from that. You know, all of my good energy is going towards financing these people to go and buy fake clothes. A lot of times when you calling somebody poor, you know, the poor people, their energy is what's giving you all that money in the first place. And just because I'm a slave and a peasant, I guess, and I decided, you know, I want to get a piece of my pie, then I've had nothing but people attacking me, sending people to my house to record videos and take pictures. Sad. Yeah, you know, and I feel much better since earlier today. I cry all the time. Yemajas cries all the time at the state of being of her children. Because especially empaths, like if you are an empath, more than likely you are the daughter of Yemajas or the son of Yemajas. So as a mother, I'm really proud of myself for sacrificing. And I know that the type of man that I want or the type of people that I want in my life, they're going to see past all of that. And they're going to really see the value. You see what I'm saying? They're going to see past all of that. They're not going to focus on that. And if they see a nice little outfit that they think would look nice on me, then go ahead and buy it. I may have to smudge it first or something. Is that idiot still harassing? No, I'm just, Linda, I'm just speaking about it right now. Just trying to give you guys a different perspective on it than just that, and which is the truth. You know, and you know, and I'm not talking as if a woman is supposed to sit and wait for a man to do it, but it is very romantic. You know, I've always had this Cinderella fantasy since I was a kid. Maybe I'm MK Ultra. You know, they say I'm MK Ultra. I've always had the Cinderella fantasy, and I can see that fantasy coming to light. Seriously, that's why Spirit keeps me so young looking. You know, and it's a beautiful thing. It really is. And I'm not vain in any way, but how can you not be just a little bit vain? But I'm gonna tell you something. I appreciate more of who I am on the inside. Trust me, I appreciate more of who I am inside and out. Get out of my head. So all of y'all single moms out there, I swear to God, the sacrifices that y'all make. I remember I didn't even, I've, you know what, years ago, I could have started my business in spirituality and witchcraft, but I wanted to actually take the time to spend time with the kids and to raise them and to be there for them, you know, because I got tired of getting up every day, dropping them off at daycare or school, and then just going to work. But, you know, I kind of waited too late for my older children because by the time I snatched them out of school, they were already highly institutionalized. Okay. And we're trying to process all of that at this point. We're trying to process it. And I mean, and you know what? I'm not even going to lie. I'd like for my youngest son to go for a half a day. I wouldn't want my kid in school for 8 hours per day. No. They need to create school with half time, 4 hours a day, because 8 hours a day is way too long. Anything can happen in between that time, and we see anything happening. So I would like I want my kid to go to some kind of private school institution where it's only 4 hours per day, so that my child can be around other children that are like him. Okay. And so that he can, get some time with other children. That's something that I've been focusing on. And I'm even going to go and get him a couple of his vaccines that I want him to get before he goes out there. In particular, measles, mumps, and rubella. That's the one that Jacob's going to get. He hasn't had any shots and he's never sick. He's only empathic. And the reason why my son's empathic skills are so on point is because he's never had shots. So he's very sensitive. His chart is full of Pisces. And, those shots because my son is so empathic, like he can feel stuff coming from people. And, I've been doing everything that I can to protect him. I actually ordered a book, you guys. I'm going to come back and because I want to sit down and read this book. I used to read a lot, you guys. And so, how they say children are hyperactive and stuff like that. I don't believe that. I believe that children respond to the stimuli around them. So I remember I would read a lot, and I was a big reader. I love books, and I want my own library in my house to where it's like an old study, to where it's like all this wood and it's a fireplace and it's a study and stuff for people to go in and read books and ground themselves. I want to just have that because I'm used to that. Like my grandmother, she had a bookshelf in her house, and the one thing that I used to always look at were her encyclopedias. So I used to read from the encyclopedia because my grandmother always kept a collection of those, So there's a lot of things that I'm doing that are just like my grandma. It's weird, y'all. So anyway. So, and my grandmother, when she passed through to the other side, she had a man that loved her. We loved him. He loved her children. He loved her grandchildren. Very sweet man. He used to come over every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night to play cards with the family. And I don't know what happened in our family. I do know it was ever since the devil showed up. It was like, oh, this family can't be, yeah, there were problems previous to that, but my grandmother held everything together. She did. She held everybody together, and she still is holding everybody together. So my grandmother is an air sign, and she's an Aquarius, and she's in full agreement with me as far as like what I was saying about air signs. But sometimes you gotta face yourself. You gotta face the lion. You know what I'm saying? There's several different things in my life that I've had to face, and I've had to learn those lessons. I used to be really vain too. I used to be one of them negative people. I went through that for a while to where I just thought I was so cute, and I didn't even, it wasn't even that, it was where I was just kind of vain. I'd be quick to not see people's beauty when I should have saw it. So I've had that issue before, but it was years and years ago, about 20 years ago, because I changed as soon as I had children. A lot of that petty, stupid stuff, competition stuff, it wasn't really that important to me, and I've always been very grounded to where, I can sit there and I can be with my family and spend time with my family all the time. Yeah, sometimes I do need to get out of the house, of course. But, when I get out of the house, I'm going to have a whole lake behind me. So, by the way, guys, I got to, sitting up here talking about buying a house. I'm about to be late on my credit card payment. I got to make that credit card payment, okay? So, and your children are not worthless. Your children are, they're very valuable, which is why the establishment, or the, whatever you want to call them, that's the reason why they are very interested in your children, because they want to use their energy. I'd like to start a family farm or something. I ain't lying. The children don't have to work on the farm. They can do whatever they want to do. But in reality, this is what you got to fall back on. Whatever it is that you want to do. So you guys, don't ever let anybody make you feel that non-confidence in me, because I got this situation. Always. Okay. And I can promise you that when you're seeing certain stuff, and when you're seeing people say certain stuff, and you can recognize it, it's not what's important. Now, what's important to me is to get a trust fund for my children. I want my children to be taken care of when I leave this earth. Okay. Of course, you want stability. Those things don't bring you stability. In fact, there's a lot of people that have breast implants, that have butt implants, injections. They die in every single day. And women, I want you to know, it don't matter if you got one of them high Mexican booties. I got one of them high back Mexican booties that be on my back. Okay. And so it don't matter how you shaped, you still beautiful. That part of it doesn't really matter. I'm telling you. I know, I told you, guys, and see, this is my whole thing about it. When it comes to women and what they need, I know what they need. When it comes to men and what they need, I know what they need. And when you've already given them the love, and you already gave them the unconditional love, and sometimes you just got to put your foot up his butt and let him know, baby, and the only reason why I don't have is because I sacrificed for my children. Yeah, I could go and possibly get WIC. I buy my grandbaby her milk, and it's because I make enough money to do that, and I'm not gonna sacrifice that just so that like that's not important right now. My daughter just turned 16, and she's getting ready to get a job or whatever, and she's gonna be taken, because I do have a child that has a child. So I love from the inside out women. I love that. And I don't really like them nails and stuff. Like, I'll deal with it. It's cute or whatever. But like, for me, I make candles. I do a lot of stuff with my hands. I can't stand those false nails and stuff. I'll get a manicure or something and a pedicure, but I like to keep my nails kind of sharp, because I'm always, doing something with my hands. I'm always making candles, and I don't want to be, if I'm gonna have long nails, they're gonna be my real nails. So, and guys, here's another thing. I just found out last night or a few days ago that I'm allergic to Colecaline hair. Yeah, I've got allergies to Colecaline hair. So y'all need to be careful out there. I think I'm gonna make a special video about that, specifically warning women about that. They say that you should soak it in apple cider vinegar before you use it, and you'll see like this film come off of it. Supposedly it has acrylic. Okay, it's some kind of acrylic that it has over it that causes reactions in women. But when you get away from that stressful situation, you'll blossom. You know what I'm saying? And especially when it comes to Black women or hair, we got shrinkage. You know what I'm saying? It's just the reality of it. I don't know why men think that they can use our hair to shame us, even though there's no reason for any shame. The only shame was me flat ironing it. You know, and you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't have to. Yeah. Yeah, I am gonna talk to women about that, about, you know, using that Colecaline hair, because it can definitely give you an immune system reaction. And I found out that you know that I'm allergic to that, because I just last night I was like, oh my God, I gotta get it out of my head. And it's very real, you know. And 9 times out of 10, if you dealing with the type of people that you should be dealing with, you know, I think it was a black man that said that my afro looked like Curtis Mayfield or somebody or something like that. Yeah. Uh, Especially black women, your hair is beautiful. Know that. Know that your hair is beautiful. It doesn't matter. You know, like for example, with mine, I've got length goals for my hair, and you got people that's constantly trying to feed off of your hair. They feed off of our hair as well. Some of them is even cutting it. I've actually seen interdimensional beings come in and clip your hair off and take it back into another dimension, because your hair is worth a lot of money. Spiritually, money, spirit, money, spiritual. See, spiritual money is what I'm talking about. So when they get to focusing on that, you can just tell that, yeah, they, you know, and it's just the reality of it. You're worth a lot of money. You're beautiful. Your children are beautiful. Continue to do the good job that you're doing. You know, some of these men out here, they'll be trying to drive you crazy or make you feel some type of way. And you be listening to that kind of stuff like, yeah, but you know, and so there are a lot of sisters out there that are weak, that'll go and take their anger out on their children. I'm not one of them. I'm Yemajas. She only deals with her children when she has to. Yemajas is a mother. She's not gonna just let her children run over her, but she's not gonna ever do that. You know, it's a spirit of honesty. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. And you know, I'm gonna go up here and you know, and just relax, knowing that the sacrifices that I make every day are going to lead to, you know, happiness and salvation and peace and prosperity. Okay. So anyway, I love you guys. Happy Moon Day. I hope that I was able to lift up your spirits on a Monday. The fact that this person waited until Monday to say these things is because it was an attack on the natural woman. And there were also transgendered women that are obviously transgendered in that person's chat room. And I didn't tell him to say that to you. I don't have nothing to do with that. So that's why the attack was saved until Moon Day. Okay. So anyway, guys, I got to go because I got to finish the readings for the channel. I'm doing my love readings for April. And then also I got a client that's waiting on her reading. I will be getting that uploaded to you guys. I am getting my bath salts prepared this evening to go out. And so orders will be going out as well. Okay. So I'll see you guys later. Love y'all. Love, light, and blessings. Bye.